Hello and welcome everyone, Gage here from Sharp. We're taking a look at the 240mm Gyuto from Goko Hamono, made from shirogami or white #1 carbon steel. It's got a stainless cladding on it, meaning if you can see in the light here, right at the very edge there's a bit of a wavy line where you'll see the stainless steel coming to an end and the carbon steel poking out beyond that. So what that means is this knife needs to stay dry and clean as possible. Needs to be wiped down immediately after use, especially when working with acidic ingredients like tomatoes, onions, and citrus. If you can get in the habit of just giving it a quick wipe down after you're using it, you should experience no problems whatsoever. And the benefit of carbon steel is the nicer cutting feel, in general sharper edges, and ease of sharpening. This knife also has a really nice nishiji or pear skin finish on it, which the camera doesn't really do justice to, but really nice finish. Some people would argue that this rough finish is going to help food release from the blade easier. I don't know how much I subscribe to that, but let me know down below what you think if you have any experience with these types of finishes. Really nice walnut handles on these guys, octagonal in shape, so suitable for both right and left-handed users, and has a black pack of wood ferrule on it. This is just a sticker that can either remain on the knife or come off depending on your preference. If we take a look at how the handle and blade come together, no spacing or issues there. Food's not going to get in there on you. No bumps or spaces on the handle itself between the pack of wood ferrule and walnut handle, so everything's really great there. Taking a look at the spine, a little bit thicker. I mean, I wouldn't say thick at the spine, especially for a 240 Gyuto. This is, I wouldn't call this thick by any means, but maybe not the thinnest you'll ever see. And tapers down a little bit towards the tip, not a ton though, as you can see. Taking a look at the geometry of the edge, comes down quite thin behind the edge. Again, not the thinnest behind the edge, so if you've experienced Japanese cutlery in the past and found that it's a little bit chippy, you find the blade a little bit chippy, then these guys might be a great option for you. A little bit more resilient than your average Japanese knife, I would say. Balance is quite forward, this guy, right around there. So, great. I really like blade heavy knives. I mean, that's just my preference, but what I find is that if you are sort of an up and down chopper, you're going to find this really comfortable, and the weight of having the weight in the blade is going to just make things feel more comfortable in my experience, and allow the knife to do a lot of the work for you instead of you having to do all the work. So if you're unfamiliar with the Gyuto, it is the Japanese equivalent to the chef's knife, so super versatile knife. I would argue this is an essential for any professional out there. The 240 being, in my opinion, the most versatile size and shape. You know, the added length, provided you are comfortable using a knife of this length, is going to make slicing and larger tasks much more easy, but then you can still accomplish a lot of more intricate stuff with this guy as well. If you're a home cook, again, if you can handle the length, I would argue that this is definitely a great knife to have, super versatile, especially if you're doing a lot of barbecuing and stuff like that. Slicing meat, this guy is a fantastic option. So the 240mm Gyuto from Goko Hamono. Thanks for watching.